Hello everyone, I'm Lori with Behavior Education at Spirit Keeper Animal Sanctuary. Today is Tuesday, April 16th, 2024. This is a Training Tuesday episode. I haven't done one of these in a while because I'm busy with graduate school, I'm busy taking care of the animal sanctuary, I'm busy coaching students, training animals, and running my own business. So I feel that committing to more than one video a week is a little bit much until I finish my master's degree. But I had a little extra time today and I filmed some training sessions that I wanted to share with you. So you're getting a Training Tuesday video this week. The first session that you're gonna see is me shifting my inland carpet pythons, Castiana and Vagonbrei, out of their enclosure and onto two separate stations. They are one of the few pairs that I still have cohabbed from a study I did many years ago on cohabitation. I had maybe 10 pairs of different snakes cohabbed and I was taking data on them. And I just have two pair that are still cohabbed. Both are pairs of carpet pythons. These are inland carpet pythons, Morelia spilota metcalfi. So they each have their own separate target, and you'll see that they each follow their own target different directions. I am going to shift Vagonbrei out first, and I'm going to have him come across a barrier and onto a scale. He wasn't really amenable to figure eighting around the scale station tonight, and since his sister was on her way out behind him and waiting for her turn, I didn't want to spend too much time coaxing him to position exactly how I wanted him, so I just had him come out onto the scale, and then I reinforced him. And then you'll see that I switch targets. I get her attention and I have her go in the opposite direction. And I wanted her to go over the barrier and then through slats on the barrier so that she was completely separated from him. Once they were eating and separated, then I can move one of them to a different location so that they're quite a distance apart, and then I can clean their enclosure and change water and do maintenance. those two are very advanced learners. Next, you're going to see two of my Liasis training. They are obviously beginning learners. They're not super beginning learners, but they're at a beginning stage of target training. The snake doesn't just go from not knowing how to follow a target to shifting 100% out of their enclosure and onto a scale or onto a station or following a target through an obstacle course. As if you watch my videos, you should have seen Merlin, one of my older inland carpet pythons, doing a couple of times. He's done quite complex behaviors on a long obstacle course. But these two Liasis, one is a Liasis Dunni, or a Dunn's python named Flox, and the other one is a Liasis Macklot or Macklot's python named Shran. They're about at the same phase of target training. They are learning to follow a target to their door and just a little bit out of their door, and then pause at the target, look at it, and wait for me to reinforce them. That's one of the early stages in teaching them to shift out. So you can compare how these two different Liasis species are during a training session. You'll see that the Dunn's python is really methodical, and he does exactly what I ask him to do with really no drama or issues. And you'll see the Macklot's python is a little bit more impulsive. He's doing very well. They're both very intelligent. I really like working with them. But the Dunn's python is definitely more calm and mellow than the Macklot's python. So let's take a look. Everybody, I hope you enjoyed that. And I'm just going to finish up by showing you a short clip of a Bredl's python named Andromeda. I was going to shift her out of her enclosure and onto a magnetic ledge that I had put on her door for her to shift out onto. So I opened the door and I went to get my training target, her training target, and the tongs and the feeder, and came back, and she had already shifted herself out onto the ledge. So I basically had to modify my plan, and I did end up just shifting her back into her enclosure. I just had her follow the target back into her enclosure, and I didn't film that because it's dark, it's nighttime. I wasn't going to turn on her enclosure light for me to film her going back into her enclosure. It's not that exciting. So I just have a short clip of her having already shifted herself out and done what I was going to ask her to do anyway. Everybody, well, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, everybody, please remember to always be kind and love your animals.